Hello Internet! Welcome on the VIM Testar channel. If you are here, I guess you want to learn something about this powerful editor. I hope that examples that I will present here will convince you that this is number-friendly editor. I assume that you know some basics of VIM. If not, I will show you why it is worth to invest your time in learning VIM. So let's start with two of the commands that I basically use every day. They are used to increment and decrement number. Key bindings for these commands are Ctrl A and Ctrl X. They are working in normal mode, so if you want to try them, make sure that your current mode is normal. You will get there by pressing escape button. These commands will increase or decrease number only by 1. But as most of VIM commands, you can pass their number of repetitions. I will write now line with text and number. My cursor is on the first column, and this is not a problem, because this command is smart and will find first number on the line and make operation. So let's say I'm not satisfied with value 20 and I want number that is bigger by 10. In order to make this, I need press 10 followed by Ctrl A. Please notice how efficient this edit was. Only it was required to be with cursor on the same line as number we want to change. With most of the editors, first you use arrow keys multiple times to have cursor on the position where you have a number. In this case, edit operation was very simple, in terms that only one character in the line change value. But let's make another example. So, if we have 1 million and for some reason we're not satisfied with it and we want to have a value that is 1 less. Only pressing key combination of Ctrl X is doing this huge editing job for us. Next use case would be a modification that normally would be with support of calculator. So I write these numbers from 1 to 7 and let's say I want to subtract 777. If you calculate final number in your memory without any effort, good for you. And congratulations. Probably you are a human calculator. I, for this job, will simply type 777 and Ctrl X. The day I discovered this function changed my life. So simple and so powerful. Mnemonics you can use for remembering Ctrl A and Ctrl X can be A for adding value and X for cutting. X looks like two lines. One cuts the other. So this way of changing numbers save your time and also prevent for making mistakes. And I should add that this is not only work with decimal, but also with hexadecimal and binary numbers. So let's see some examples on hexadecimal and binary. So now let's add 255. Same for the hexadecimal number. Instead of typing 255 Control A, I use the dot, but let's repeat again with 255. So 255 Control A, same result. On purpose, I show you how to change binary 0 and hexadecimal 0. Now you know how to write binary or hex number without programmer's calculator. Actually, when you are using VIM, you can forget about using external calculator. VIM has special register that can evaluate expressions, and it's named, surprise surprise, expression register. You will find this register under equal sign. Let's say we want to know result of multiplication 123 by 123. In order to do that, we need to type double quote and then equal. As you see, we move to the bottom and our cursor is in place where we used to type commands. Now type expression you want to evaluate and follow by enter. So in our case 123 multiplied by 123, enter. Nothing happens. Did we do something wrong? No. Just type P like paste and you will get content of expression register. Let's make another example with dividing. So let's say we want to divide 1000 by 23. And again, double quotes equal. We're entering our expression, enter P, we have the result. And this result is integer. If we want to have more accurate result, we need to pass at least one argument as float. So one more time. Double quotes equal 1000 divided by 23.0. Then P, and as you see now we have more accurate result. For next example, I will quickly write few lines of text and numbers. Sorry. I will make some alignment. Okay. So there are many use cases when we want to have a order in our list. So for above example, maybe we decide to know which item have lowest price and which is the most expensive one. In other words, we want to have a sorted list by price. Now I will show you that with VIM this task is very easy. With capital V I will make a visual selection. When I'm good with the selected range, then I need to press colon. Our cursor moves to the down of a screen and we see single quote followed by bracket, followed by comma, followed by single quote and the bracket. That means wherever we plan to do will only make an effect on selection. So, if intention was to have sorted list by the price, we need to type sort space n. If we skip part with n and space, this will give us alphabetical sort. But what if we want to have reversed order? Easy. The sort command needs to be end with the exclamation mark. Now I will tell you some very useful tip. How you can restore last visual selection. This can be with gv, and mnemonic could be go visual. So gv, again colon, sort, exclamation mark to have the reverse order, space n. And as you see, we have a list but sorted from the highest number to the lowest number. Next example will be about creating numbered lists. Let's say we have a bunch of items and we want to number them nicely. Okay, so I have this list of 11 items. First, I will make a visual selection. I use capital V and curly bracket. This way I have visually selected the whole paragraph. And now I will type colon, then normal, because this will give me this way I can pass to Vim keys I normally would use in the normal mode. So normal, space, then capital E to insert at the very beginning of the line, then 0, closing bracket, space. Now I will repeat the visual selection by GV. And at this point, if we use Ctrl A, this won't give us result we want. But if before Ctrl A we use G like global, then G Ctrl A, voila, we have this nicely numbered list. Next example will be a variation about the previous example, because this global incrementing can be done with steps. So, if we want for our list only even numbers, then we will use 2G Ctrl A. Okay, so 2G Ctrl A. And we have a list with the even numbers. And to have a list with the odd numbers, same steps, just start number need to be -1 instead of 0. To G Ctrl A. We have a list of odd numbers. Okay, so maybe the last example with the related with the numbers. So let's say we have a bunch of numbers. Okay. And this is a common situation that we want to add some constant value to group of numbers. For this example, let's say this value will be 10. Simply, visually select all numbers by using capital V and then it's only needed to type number of repetitions, so 10 and then Ctrl A. As you see, all numbers are bigger by 10. And if for some reason we decide that this number should be 20, it is really easy to fix it. And the way of doing that is dot. And if you don't know what is the role of dot, I will tell you that this is simply repeat last edit operation, and in our case it was add 10 into all numbers visually selected. So let's see, dot, and 6 lines are changed, and they change by 10. I can repeat this as many times as I want. Also, I can undo this by U. And this is, I think, all I want to show you today. And if you're not VIM user, now you should ask yourself a question. Can your editor do that? Thanks for watching, and if you like it, please leave a comment, and if you don't want to miss next video, please hit subscribe button. Bye.